Hello there, great person, and welcome back to Let's Watch Some More Lord of Mysteries. So finally the new episode is out. Just woke up and went to the computer. I mean, I put this on obviously as always, but yeah, so we will watch it now. And you know what's really cool? Like, this is the first time for a long time when I actually Google XXX countdown, so to see when the new episode is coming out. So last evening I did see if it perhaps came out at 12 my local time. It didn't. It was 3 p.m. No, 3 a.m. Oh god, 3 a.m. and that was obviously too late. So, but you know, that's the good feeling you have when you watch something really good. Last time I did that was for Bleach and for Frieren. I mean, if you're enjoying these reactions, check those out as well, obviously, but that's besides the point. It's just like I'm so hyped for this. So can't wait to watch this. I don't even know why I keep talking here instead of watching it, but it's like perhaps I want to save at the moment, you know. So I really find this intriguing, and there's so much stuff to think about. Also, I will watch the Chibi and the O'Neill lecture things, part 1 till part 5, I think, after watching this episode, and then you will get that next week. But I want to watch the episode first. I can't wait. So we will just get into that. So without further ado, let's go. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, we are at 20k subs almost. We might make it there end of September or something. So share the video around if you like these reactions that are a bit unconventional, because I talk a lot, as you currently notice, and it just helps me to really immerse myself into the fiction I read or watch, you know. So also consider as well checking out my web novel, which is currently ongoing, 3 chapters every week. And several people already did check them out, and I was incredibly happy about that. So thanks to all of you who did in fact come from the Lot of Mysteries videos and gave it a chance. And I want to shout out Kamides and Akira. Akira is reading it in Japanese, so he uses a translator and he loves it, I think. Kamides also does have many good insights. So if you go to the web novel, which is, I do think, the fantasy level is about a lot of mysteries, and the complexity, I would now say as well, because I see that many small hints I do put in are being spotted, not correctly interpreted all the time. But if you like that stuff, like this getting thrown into something and figuring out on your own slowly, that's probably your thing as well. So give it a chance for like 6 chapters. Comment and speculate there, and follow it as well to help the Madoka crowd out, because if it reaches 100 followers, we will drop Madoka season 1. And I do think there's only 1 season. So anyway, that was all the shameless self-plugging. We will go into the story now. I can't wait. I've stalled enough. Let's freaking go. So we will start, and I will actually watch the speech he gives about the paths in the beginning, because it's cool. Also, I'm very happy there's no opening I have to skip, because I always skip them because I'm afraid of spoilers. Also, shoutouts to the Lot of Mysteries Discord. Can't go there because I'm afraid of spoilers, but apparently someone was shouting me out there, so thanks a lot for that as well. And I do hope you all enjoy this reaction again. It's called The Hero. One Punch! Oh, no, let's not go there. I love One Punch Man, but it's not what we're doing right now. There it is. Love this mural as well, man. It reminds me a lot of Zelda somehow, and the one ape story that we had on PlayStation. Don't remember its name. I 100%ed it, but Journey Through the West, the one. Something now that I realize, I have not realized that before, I'm sorry. He said the higher tier ones rival gods. And I thought it was just like the first level would rival gods, or like 0 or whatever. But this seems to be more like the higher level ones. I do guess the idea of a god is here more like the being above the emperor. That is a very interesting thing now that I think about it. There's an old fairy tale in East Frisia in Germany, where I'm from, about a man going fishing, and he fishes up a fish. I don't know what the fish kind is called in English, but so he fishes it up, and he's like, can you please throw me back into the sea, and I will grant your wish? And so he's like, yeah, I don't want to live in a shed anymore. I want to live in a house. And he goes back and he has a house. And then his wife's like, no, I want go back and ask for more. And the wife always asks for more. And in the end, the fish is like, frick off. You're now back in the shed. Frick you. So, you know, it's a bit a tale on greed. But the interesting thing about that story is, so the penultimate thing the wife asks is to be the emperor. And the last thing the wife asks is to be God. And I've never, I always found that so weird. And now I understand why I found it weird. Because my idea of a god is different from what many other stories depict. And someone pointed that out in Orb as well, because there is a lot of discussion on gods. So if you're interested in these kinds of discussion by me, I do that in Orb, Movements of the Earth, which is about science versus religion. And I mean, as a scientist and a psychologist, you probably might be interested in that. But the thing is, though, that Zeus is a god, you know, but Zeus is just a dude with a lot of powers. So would you be fine? So what is the power level that makes you a god? What is the power level that makes you a demigod? Could you quantify that? And I'm sorry, that's the scientist speaking in me. Could you quantify that? Zeus is a god, but Zeus can be hit in the face by Hades or Poseidon. You know, that's the question. Are they then gods? Because, how does that work? But I do think that's the type of god they have here as well. All the family heads from Tower of God, they are basically gods as well in their realm because they are immortal. So is immortality the thing they do have to have? You know, it's so interesting. And it also says rival and not become. So they are just extremely powerful. And I do think I misunderstood that as well. And I'm sorry that I probably didn't read this line well enough, and perhaps I misunderstood it, and perhaps it's mistranslated. We will see. Zotland Street. What's there? What's that? Ooh, violin. Okay. Red Riding Hood. Oh, that's a bit creepy. I like it. Okay. Interesting. I will just let this run. This is awesome. Holy shit. I love these kind of operas. Wow, okay. There's a cat. This is really fucking creepy, but I absolutely love it. At least he puts off his head. Tres, the great hero. This reminds me of Les Miserables. Okay. And he's like, okay, I have to clap now. In Germany, you have to clap when everyone claps. I love the use of petals in this anime. I just love petals as a theme. Okay, so I just wanted to get the impression, that's why I didn't pause. So let's try. So they do a play on a story. I am unsure if the real world images we saw is something taking place in parallel. It could be something to do with the seafaring friend we have, whose name I forgot again. I'm sorry, but it also might be an old myth, or it might just be a tale they enact. But it's an interesting thing that there's the. So let's go through it. The alfalfa. Gathering for the survivors and families of the alfalfa tragedy. Okay, I should have probably not been a fucking dumb shit and read this thing. I'm sorry. Okay, so the alfalfa is indeed a vessel. And I want to get this. I love these kinds of stories in the story. So they were lost at the end. I do think they were attacked by pirates, or they were internally corrupted. No, okay, internal strife. So it's basically, it's a bit like, this reminds me of the Aniara. It's the same story, funnily. It is exactly the same story, but the end is different. If you have not read Aniara, it's a poem from a, I think, Polish poet. It won a Nobel Prize in literature as well. It's basically about a spaceship that wants to go to Mars, and it, like, there's a meteorite shower and it veers off course and drifts into the darkness of space forever. And it's about the people coping with never being able to leave the ship again because they're hopelessly lost. Like, from a physics point, that makes no fucking sense, all of it. Like, the whole story makes no sense from physics. But the idea behind it is really scary. And there's also a movie, Aniara, Aniara. If you want to check it out, it's like 90 minutes. It's very harrowing. It's this depiction of what humans would do when they're enclosed forever, like a small group without hope, with conditions worsening, like the weird religious ideas that would sprout. And, you know, it's an incredible movie, but it's also very depressing and scary. And very like if you want to be depressed, like be wary. I mean, if you are easily depressed, don't watch that. It's really depressing, but it seems to be the same idea, like this society in a closed off space somewhere amidst the dark and chaos. Very it is an archetypical story as well. I mean, that's basically the first villages we had. You know, it's the first villages we had were indeed little communities, and outside there was all the wild animals, and perhaps sometimes there came hailstorms in and the crop rotted because of locusts or whatever the fuck there was. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up here, what could have been. But, you know, it's a very old story. I do, by the way, in the web novel, it is also used, because in one of the realms in the web novel, there are communities protected by these shields, magic shields, and outside there are monsters like storming in. There are many communities. So they try to figure out where the monsters are coming from and how to beat them and how to get back from the shields that are starting to fail because they're attacked. So if you're interested in that, check out the web novel. But that was a bit of a spoiler. I hope it wasn't too bad. But yeah, I really love the idea. It's a very primal idea. I guess you could apply it to everything, even your everyday life. Because sometimes you're lost yourself at sea. You know what I mean? Avarice and barbarism, not rationality, load the scales, the curse of the siren. I mean, the curse of the siren, I don't know what the connection here is, but avarice and barbarism are very basic emotional ideas. And the rationality is the topmost idea structure we have. And you have to imagine it like perhaps the Earth's core. Like there's the Earth core, and there's a molten layer around that, and like you go out and there are layers, or an onion, like layers. And if you understand cognition as that, both neurologically and psychologically, the outer layer is rationality and cognition, and below that is emotion. And there are two hierarchies of emotion, like the more modern ones, like care and play, and the older ones, like fight or flight and stuff like that. And the more stressed you are, the more you fall back onto the inner layers of your cognitive structure. And that is why this is exactly correct. If you are in a situation where you do not have the luxury of thinking things through, or you think you don't, you go back to your emotional parts. And just saying, yeah, just think rational, like you literally can't. You literally can't do that because you're like all your brain chemistry is fucking you up. So, I mean, and the curse of the siren is indeed, like, the siren is something alluring that is terrible. So they might have gone to sea because they looked for riches, and now they found death and destruction. And suffering humans becoming sacrificed to... Oh God, I'm so sorry that I go. I hope you are interested in the in-depth analysis of this fictional play. I love it though. It's a very well-written play, very archetypical one. So the devil is obviously evil here. I mean, as we have in these mythological stories, from my own research, I would say that they are the first cognitive tries to grasp concepts that are abstract. Like, what is hunger? What is pain? What is death? What is life? Like, how would you understand that? Like, it's very hard to grasp these very abstract concepts. Like a child doesn't know what an animal is. They just know what a dog is. And sometimes they don't even know what a dog is. They just know this dog, this dog, this dog, this dog. Like this abstraction, like it's something very modern if you look throughout evolution. And so in that way, I do think it's a very reasonable thing to say that many old stories, like religious and otherwise, are like tries to understand abstract ideas of nature, of society. And one of the things is evil, because morals are obviously for a societal animal like we are as humans, very fundamental. So the thing is that trying to understand what's good and what's evil, like for the community and for yourself, and there is the tension potentially between that, and that's why they have all these tales, what to do in what situation, and they're archetypical. And the archetypical idea of evil is the devil or chaos sometimes, even though that's more nature, and God is the ultimate good. So it's like a representation of that idea. And we can see that. I do research on in primary school classes where they are asked to draw ideas, and they just draw shapes and how things look, because they haven't understood how things work and what abstraction is. And I also am researching abstraction. Like that's my main area of research, abstraction processes and how to facilitate them, because we hope to help learners like learning. So abstraction processes are basically my expertise. Like I'm probably one of the world-leading scientists in that, I would say. At least from the educational psychology perspective, I would say I'm one of the world's leading scientists there. I mean, so you watched the video by me, cool. About an anime, you know, I love anime. But, you know, it's like, I absolutely love that. It's like so cool. Yeah, chaotic battle is and fight to the death. Again, this is more nature, more primal stuff. Souls melt into the flames of hell. That is also interesting. That same idea. Hell is this. The flames of hell are a place you are, and I mean a state of feeling that is absolutely terrible, the most terrible thing you can feel. So your soul, everything you are, is just thrown into a situation where everything you react to is evil and bad, and now we've got blood flowing. And they started a cult on the ship, apparently. I love the blue rose, though. Man, that's so well done poetry. And then a hero came. The great hero Triss. That's so interesting. I know this is reaching and not the thing, but Triss, it reminds me of Trinity. I know that's not what they are here for, but that's one of the ideas of the divine. The divine is that which would go into these situations and can still prevail and turn you away, like get you away from the state of absolute utter terribleness, you know. And that's why he descends from the sky as well, obviously. Luminance. And obviously, God, I say obviously a lot. It's just a filler word for me. It doesn't mean it's obvious. Just to make that clear. And don't take shots when I say that word. You will be wasted before like 5 minutes. Like well, you know what I mean. But I love this. Luminescence guides courageously. And this is the idea of rationality back. So it's basically the people somehow got back to their rationality, and that led them out of that. Or there was someone who came and found them, and he was not in this mode of panic, and he could guide them out. And light and fire can be these guiding ideas, you know, and really love it. Very nice. Sail on the hurricane. And the sun rises once more. Sun rises once more. Also, the sun rising can be this symbol of rationality, of enlightenment. Seagulls sing loud. I hate seagulls. Like where I'm at, as I said, I grew up in Australia. We are at the coast, so they're like if you buy a fish sandwich, the seagulls will just take that away from you. So never hold it out like this or like this. And I once with a friend, I sat at a plaza and we were watching people getting their sandwiches stolen by seagulls. One of the funnest things I did in my life as a child. Like, that was so fun. But anyway, so the seagulls sing loud, spreading tales on heroes. I love the sea imagery as well. Seagulls, hurricane, like the ship at the sea. You could do this in different things. You could create a mountain village where all the bridges and ways are crushed down by avalanches or something. That would be the same situation. Or Aniara, as I said, it's like a spaceship drifting out, and that is the same situation. It's just the idea of suddenly we are away from others, like the whole community. We're alone. We might be about to starve or stuff, and either we die by that or something comes and gets us out of there, and that's the hero. The hero can get us out of it. Absolutely beautiful writing. Absolutely magnificent writing by the writer here. I just don't get the rose petals. What is the symbolism of those? I have never read up on that. I think I need to do that. I love the red as well. Red and blue as symbols. She saves the cat. That's why you need a hero. That's what Himmel the hero would have done. Okay, to Beckland. Oh, he's still sick. Infected, yeah. Are you infected by doubt and negative emotions? That might be what is happening. Because if you wield the power, like basically I understand this idea of these pathways they go down through because they have to act them out, of their talents and their tools. And the thing is, you can, like, from a meta perspective, you can use those things in good and evil ways. And if you use them in good ways, you're a hero and you bring forth an age of light, whatever, I don't know. but if you turn bad, you become a monster. Like Johann will get you. And so and the hanging man. So yeah, someone said that the monster at the end of the last episode was the hanging man. I didn't get that. I thought he was crucified, but that's bad. I wonder what the true creator is. Probably the devil. Love the eye, the evil eye. So this Triss character, they are putting such a spotlight on him, and it's called the hero. He looked like He looked like Klein as well. Oh wow, the water, man. Okay. Oh thank fuck, we go to the alfalfa tragedy. I need that. Oh. Oh. It's not a myth, it's what happens, and they immediately turn it into a myth. Man, that is so cool. That is so cool. Wow, that writing is so awesome. Man, that's so good. I've never heard that before. It might have been a practice in ancient times when they had amphitheaters and stuff. Because normally you wouldn't write it almost looks like propaganda now. Actually, you wouldn't write a play or a music number. I guess it was just one of the music numbers. Perhaps that's how they get their news, the rich people. They're like, here's a play of all the news. But that takes a lot. Like, how quickly can you write an awesome song like that? And it captures the hearts of the people so much because everyone was just going out like haywire. And so it feels a lot like this was propaganda for Triss. That might have been real Triss then. Oh, that's really fucking fascinating. That might have been real Triss. So it's not one of the stories passed down. It is a recent story. They immediately turn into a myth. That's propaganda. Because normally what happens, it's very fascinating. It's one of my favorite papers on psychology. I think The War of something. Man, I haven't read it in 10 years. It is basically the idea of what happens if you tell the story over and over and over and over and over. And they did that. Like, they wrote down like a one-page story. They gave it to a person. they read it, like the person read it, and they took it away from the person, and then the person was given a bit of time, and then they had to write it down again, and then that piece of paper was given to the next person, and they had to do that over and over and over. In the end, every time they did it, they basically went to the same 2 or 3 sentences, all of them, no matter what you did. So there seems to be a very condensed idea that the story is trying to tell. So normally stories get told across a time. And by the way, that's also interesting that a story needs to be able to be refined and revised and changed to accommodate to all situations and time. Like, because a story is only told when it's useful most of the time in some part. Either you feel it subconsciously or you know it's useful. But it has to be useful always. So this usefulness, like this tool-like thing in a story is in fact what is transported through time, I think. At least that's what I conclude from the psychological experiment they've done. It's from, I think it's from a guy called Bartlett. Is it? No, I don't think. It is called Remembering. It's a paper or a book called Remembering, Bartlett. I'm sorry, I don't. It's War of Ghosts. War of Ghosts is the story, War of Ghosts. So if you Google War of Ghosts Remembering, you will get that book. I think it's a book and not a paper. Anyway, so they immediately went to this tragedy that occurred and immediately put it into this story. So it's a perhaps potentially corrupt story because it didn't develop naturally. So Joyce Meyer. Meyer is also, I think, a German name. It's a trader. Oh God, the bloody sea! I love it, love it. So he's using his divination clairvoyance on him. Interesting. What do you? Yeah. Oh man, this is so intriguing. Man, let's go. I love a mystery that's connected to myth and eldritch horrors. And he's giving out autographs. That's Triss. Yeah, it's Triss. I knew it. Fuck yes, I knew it. I know you probably all knew that was real Triss, but I'm so stupid. But man, I love that. It's so awesome. So did he was he on the ship or did he come from outside? And he's being a bit creepy. He might have been the one doing the tragedy himself, because he looked at Klein. Oh yeah, he survived. So Maya went off the ship, somehow drifted into safety. It's cool. Oh, and he's got some trauma. Topaz room. Ooh, nightmares. Really nice. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I don't know how long this reaction will be. I'm so sorry. God. So nightmares, as this is one of my favorite topics. And they are also the monsters in my web novel. They're called nightmares. And you will know why when you read the story till like chapter 20 or something. But nightmares are basically, I think they're beautiful, but I also think they are horrid. This night I had a nightmare. I was in my bed and I woke up and there was a very big man with long hair standing next to me. And I looked up and then he was gone because I woke up. You know, that was really terrifying. Nightmares are basically like, so let's go to dreams first. So dreams are basically, there can be many interpretations on what they do, and it's not completely clear what they do, I think, in the community, as far as I know. And this is not my area of expertise. I just read up a lot on it because I'm interested in it, but it's not my research area. But dreams are basically, one of the things dreams do is they consolidate stuff you've learned on the day. To make it go from your cognitive structures that are higher. Let's take the Earth shape again. Like, so you go from the crust to the core. Like they can transport things from the Earth's crust you learned into the core. So you embody them. They become part of you. That's what dreams do in part. Because dreams are also the connection area between consciousness and subconsciousness. And one of the hypotheses I've heard, and it's not a theory because we don't know if it's true, but I like it. And my web novel is basically also based on that. So the hypothesis is that before we were in this state we call conscious now. Like I'm conscious right now. I know things, they are consistent, and I can look at this screen and this screen and about you in the camera that are there, which is, I'm talking to a camera right now. It's so weird. The first time I recorded ever in my life, it was so weird talking to a camera. And now I just imagine you being there because you're cool. Great. And it helps me do this. And anyway, I digress in the tangent. So the idea is that before this was a thing, the proto-consciousness was a dream state. So people were permanently dreaming, and with time our brain evolved to make that stable. So the world became more stable, and then it went from the dream consciousness into the consciousness, so to speak. And so dreams are very close to the more primal aspects of our soul, and they are there to connect these two. And that's also, I do think, why we don't really understand what they exactly do and what they are completely, because it could be that they push. It's like a two-way street, a dream and the consciousness. Like the consciousness and your learning goes into the dream, into the deeper depth of your body. But it's also the other way around. If there's something you suppress, your dreams will put it up. Like if there's a problem, like they will feedback it up into your consciousness. And that is because in dreams you dream about stuff, about problems you haven't solved, about stuff you're afraid of. And if you're afraid of something, that's a problem, obviously, because if you encounter it in the real world, it would be a problem if you didn't know what to do. So nightmares try to feed you through that. And of course, if you have got PTSD or something, that is an overdrive version of that. So anyway, that's also why I did set my book in the word. Like the word in my web novel is called The Dream. Because the idea is, okay, if our consciousness comes from a dream state into consciousness, what if after we die, we are also back into this dream state, and it will be consciousness developing again? And that's the premise of the whole world and magic system and everything, because all the people that die and that are in this dream in my web novel are like trying to figure out what they are and what the world is, and the world shapes around their learning and interactions with each other and stuff. So that's like, it's my favorite topic. It's one of my favorite topics. That reminds me, I have to call my neurology department. I wanted to do some research with them, but I haven't had the time because they do some research that is complementary to mine. Anyway, I oh God, I'm recording half an hour and we're like 5 minutes in. I'm so sorry. So his dream is it trying to, like, it's a problem he still hasn't coped with. So what's the problem? So we are back at the alfalfa, everything's bloody and everything. So that's why we saw the flashbacks, because it was what really happened. Ooh, there's a, oh no, what the fuck, man? Did you at least fucking save the child? The fuck, man? So he's... Did he fucking kill a child? I mean, if that was literal, it might have been like, if you kill a baby metaphorically, that means you kill all the, like, it can mean you kill all the remainders of hope you have left of a better future, because the children are our future. Like without children, there's no hope, like none at all. I do think Attack on Titan is one of the stories that addresses that perfectly. Like, I don't know if you like how I do this, my Attack on Titan reactions. They were pretty popular, I think, so check that out. Though I do have some wild hypotheses and theories that are absolute rubbish, but if you can stomach that, I mean. But the last surviving mutineer, so he tried to jump off. No, he tried to, no. Yeah. It is normal, though. I mean, no, it's not. Like, we know that if people are in a secluded area, they will organize in social structures themselves and stuff. It's not as bad. Like, there's the story Lord of the Flies. You probably know it. And that's not correct. Like, there was a case, by the way, I'm currently listening to an audiobook. It's called, like, There Is More Good Than You Think, or something like that in English. And it goes through these horror stories, it does relate them to reality a bit. And for a lot of the flights, like there was a case where some boys were, I don't know how they got onto an island, but it's like happened. Some were stranded on an island for a year, and they just were fine. Like they organized their own social structures, everything worked. Everything was fine for them. Like they were okay. They were okay. There was no cannibalism or some stuff like that. And but the idea of this primal idea bursting through is very interesting. And it might have been triggered, like there might have been an evil person talking to them. Yeah, the real culprit. Oh, it was Triss. Brilliant. Ooh. We are in an abandoned temple now. Looks a bit like his inner world. And it looks so awesome. Hornakis Flecrea. I'm sorry, Hornakis might mean horn in Latin. What is that eldritch goo? What the fuck's that eldritch goo? Looks a bit like, I don't know. So there's something interfering with him. There's this darkness. Perhaps it's also connected to the mist. Yeah, that palace. It looked like Cthulhu's palace. Yeah, Mr. Azik, I hope that too. I mean, he's evil, though he might still tell him something, because he thinks he's better. His new identity. I love how he's stuffing his pipe. Like, my best friend, when he was still among us, he did, like, smoke pipe a lot. He always did that as well. Like, oh, that was cool. Anyway, so, it is interesting that that the hero is the villain here. Because that's what I said, it's propaganda. Because the story was too quick. It was too quick to laud him. I mean, there might have been other reasons for them doing this propaganda story immediately to, like, placate the people, for example, but... Okay, so you are going against him now. I really like that. The mandated punishers in the machinery hive mind. The machinery hive mind sounds like a commuter. The Demoness sect worships the primal Demoness and believes this concealed entity is the true successor. Oh god. Okay, I see what you're doing. Okay, so we do not know. So that's so cool. Okay. Let me think. So, we do have the true creator asshole. We do have the Demoness asshole now. So it is basically them trying to reason what the best way, like what the truth behind the creator is. They try to remodel the creator with their own belief systems, because the creator is the same in all of them. It's like this very positive, beneficial thing. But now we know, like, these things they worship, they might be false gods and prophets. And I mean, to be fair, the true creator asshole on the like hangman thing looked a lot like the devil or something like that. And the Demoness sect, primordial Demoness, is also a symbol for chaos now, though. Like, primordial Demoness would for me be something like Lilith or Tiamat, something like that, like the chaos before time or something like that. And Primal is believed to be nurtured from chaos as the oldest one, born from within the creator, and also the final one that will bring an end to all things. I mean, that is a very, very well done thing. That's a very typical thing, though. So the chaos from the beginning of time will be the chaos at the end of time is a very old idea as well. The upper ranking members are all female. I mean, why not? This organization was called the Demoness family in the Epoch of Gods. Members were few at the time, and the family was propagated by bloodline. The mission is to spread disaster. They possess the assassin pathway. I mean, the thing about disasters, that's exactly the thing. Like, it's chaos. It's the symbol for chaos. So they worship the chaos god. And chaos is often depicted as female in stories. Like I said, Tiamat in the Babylonian myth. So, I wonder how many weird cults we do have. I love weird cults, and they are all very well done. And they are all worshipping nightmarish ideas about the world. I like that, because they hope to gain power from it, or because they hope it won't get them. Oh, so you're sleeping with some chicks. I mean, fine, why wouldn't you? Oh, yeah. So she's one of the higher ranking Demoness people, I guess? Oh, he's Johanning them. Brilliant. Assassin Pathway Sequence 8. Instigator. Ah, that's so funny. He's a gaslighter. Man, they should have called it gaslighter. I would have laughed so much. So he's a gaslighter. He's like Johan from Monster. Like, he's just Johanning it. He's literally Johanning it. Okay. I mean, that's the thing, though. Lies and dissent can be sown so easily on these unstable. I do think that then it also makes a lot more sense, because I do think without him, nothing bad would have happened on the ship, probably. But that now that he started to tap into their primal fears and stuff, they got fricked. So, yeah. Holy shit, man. What an asshole. Advancement. Your advancements to 7, or... Yeah, I don't know. Who was your original collaborator? I love it. What is the 7? Witch. Witch. Is a witch an assassin? I mean, she turns, like, people into toads and stuff, if I, like, you know what. Instigator, that's so funny. Assassin, instigator, witch. I wonder what the number 1 is. Like, what would it be? Shadow King or something, or Shadow Queen. No, Shadow Demoness or something. Wait. Is it that these gods they worship are the potion 1 or whatever, 0 or whatever the lowest level is? I think it's 1, isn't it? I think they said 1. So the poison, let's say it's 1. So it's number 1 the Demoness, and it's number 1 of the what are the others? What were the others? The pathway that the last week's pathway. Mr. Vincent, what was he? Like, what was his number 1 potion? The True Creator? Is that it? I mean, alcohol can be okay in magic. Like, why not? Like, never go against the good whiskey is my motto. Not too much, only this much, because otherwise it's wasteful. But oh, we're in Diagon Alley. Holy shit, awesome. Very cool. Man, this is so Bloodborne, I just love it. Of course, it's a literal underground market. That's funny. Something I also just realized is that, you know, I really love this type of story. It's like a murder mystery stuff now, a detective story that it's really turning into. And we don't have that much character development from Klein himself in these scenes, but I completely don't mind, because I also didn't care about Sherlock Holmes's character development. Like, there were some fun things, but I actually wouldn't. I don't want it, actually. Like, in these things, I sometimes don't want this big character development stuff. Just investigating, figuring out puzzles, because then the puzzle is the interesting thing, not the character. And I do think that's okay. Like, I like that a lot. So I mean, if they sprinkle in character development, fine. But ooh, they've got the cool caps. And we do have a very spirit dove. So where is it coming from? We do have the feathers of the dove. We now have the spirit dove. They really, really diverted me very well with the fucking red in episode 1. I thought that was just a cool shot. And then we had the feathers again, and I thought it was a cool shot. But the red was just a cool shot, I hope. And the feathers are real. So, someone protecting them? Crystals. I mean, obviously, how else would they get their things? Mandated punishers of the Church of Storms. Okay. What the fuck's he doing? Ooh, he looks at him. death? Oh, brilliant. Oh, I love that. I love someone losing their eyes because they go mad. Oh, I use that often in my stories. Not that often, but... His nickname's Monster. I mean, his eyes were bleeding and he was like stench of death. I mean, he did kill someone. I hope we now get some more character introduction. All that. I mean, yeah, that's reasonable as well. I wonder if he will be relevant later. What does that mean? Ah, okay, okay. Oh, so he has to refine them. That's cool. That's also very sensible and logical that it's like this. Otherwise, it would be too overpowered. Like, this is basically your mystic market in reality, just a bit more mystical. Emperor results in text. Yeah, and he can read that. What's it saying? I mean, either that's a troll, or he can now just read it, get the information, and fuck off, because that's probably all that he needs. What is it? What is it? Don't tease me. Ooh. Triss is there because he needs to brew hhis potion. That's, man, that is so awesome writing. That makes so much sense why they now meet down here. Don't blue ball me with the text, you shits. Man, I want to know if it was his like cooking recipe for whatever. Oh, and someone is following him as well. So you just follow who's following him. Oh, okay. I mean, we know the mandated punishes are after him. Someone also told me, indeed, that like sequence 9 to 7 are not that immune to bullets, so I guess that's why the clown died. I love how that he's so nimble. It makes a lot of sense because he's an assassin, though he got hit. I mean, he's an assassin, he will probably fuck off. I love that he's not invincible and anything, that's very cool. And actually the fucking stormtroopers hit him, so they're not stormtroopers. Man, there's so many details about this that are so awesome. It's so cool, man. So refreshing to not be sold as an idiot by the show. I mean, it's not always happens, but sometimes you're really, like, people really, I don't know. Yeah, he's an assassin, what did you think? But, I mean, the agents might have been, going down the path as well. But they now have evidence that he is a shady fuck because he ran away from them, I guess. I mean, he ran. Oh, they are competent. Awesome. We have competent mooks. I need that more in my stories. That's funny. In my story, there's someone that has the same ability. But it's down the line. I like that, though. It's very, very cool ability. I do like these abilities a lot, these psychological abilities that are like out of the box a bit, because this is something you don't see as magic often, because it's not overpowered, you know, it's not really overpowered. Like, it can be overpowered if you do it to the right people, you know, but you have to use it with intelligence, so there's more than just, I cast fire, now you burn, you know what I mean? Though that is also really cool sometimes. Oh, they didn't think I understood what an instigator is already, okay. Demoness sect, man, I need more of that. The primordial Demoness. Oh, they just told me what I knew already, okay. I love the title card so much. Oh, are they gonna die here? I mean, some mooks went in. They might die. That's awesome, yeah. He might not make it that far. Might poison him. Oh, that's weird. Oh god, that's weird. That's weird. I suspect you of being a member of the sect as well. Like, those are all women as well. Like, there's this lust part as well in that, I feel. I don't know.
小姐，
Oh god, don't. Oh fuck, I do think it's the High Priestess. It's the High Priestess of the Demon Sect, I think. No! I think I recognize that don't be of shit. No. Yeah, she's not sick. She lied. Awesome. Awesome. She lied. I think that's what he saw, that she lied. She's like, I'm feeling sick. And he's like, no, you're not sick. Fuck you. Or perhaps that was him in disguise, the woman. I don't know. I don't know. But at least they've got evidence and he's not a hero anymore. That's nice. So now you can support your family. I need more Demoness sect, man. Yeah. Really? What was that? That's cool that he's protecting them as well. I also wonder what about the woman, the princess. We didn't see her, like we just saw her in that shot, but she didn't do anything. But last time we had the after credit scene with her, so with Sissy. That's cool that he's actually training. Man, I love characters actually training. The way he was like, oh god, I was beating the shit out of. Like, that's how I feel when I get home from bouldering. Or when I did karate. Like, I did karate for like 10 years. And like sometimes you had sparring and like you felt like someone had hit you in the face because they had, not in the face though, in the stomach, often in the stomach or the arm, like that was often like because you have to block, you know, and then you have to block with this or this, and that's like you sometimes do have some remains of that. I don't know. So let's see, we did have a small time skip. Don't know how much. What's his name? No, I just don't know his name. I love him. I just don't know his name. Oh, yeah, I guess that's an instigator instigating death. I mean... August, a dozen or so family workers die from lead poisoning one after another. Killings of Jack the Ripper, obviously they don't have their throats slashed, but... Lead poisoning is really fucking bad, though. August 11th, Westboro Workhouse. Bankrupt businessman Salis commits arson as an act of revenge. Oh, I mean, would you call that committing arson? He committed arson on himself and then, you know. Or is that not him? Oh, what the fuck? I mean, yeah. That is the thing, though. If he's an instigator, that's probably easier. Because if there are these, like, what I would do as a writer, and I did as a writer in the web novel, is that you should be able to train against these mental attacks. And if you are, like, if you go undergo training, these mental attacks should work less on you, I feel, writing-wise. Because otherwise they're just too overpowered. So I guess he's targeting those he can affect most easily, because the poor and suffering from illness are obviously the ones who have the lowest mental fortitude. And they often do have extremely volatile and neurotic tendencies. Because they know they're fucked. They know they're fucked. Like, there's the book of Orwell, I think, Road to Wigan Pier, where he's like riding a train through early capitalist England, and he's going to Wigan Pier in a train, and there, like, he looks out the window and there are all these coal miners and people, like, and he's just like, in all their faces there's just death and understanding that they will die and suffer, and nothing good will ever come from their lives, and that's all they have. And I do think it's a very good book, but holy shit, this is like, because that's the time as well, it's basically the time period they are in here as well, like these factory workers working themselves to death and that. And they are very, very easily gotten by these negative emotions. Those some aren't. Some are very content with what they do. Like if you just like going to work, go home, eat dinner with your wife potentially, and then go to sleep and work, and you like that, and that's a fulfilling life. Perhaps for some that is a fulfilling life. You don't always have to strive for being king or whatever. Sometimes you just strive to do something useful. And for some, like I do think everyone does that, but in varying what do you say? Things that show up like, oh god, emergent, I don't know, like in varying ways, let's say like that. Levels, on varying levels. I don't know if it's clear what I want to say. But yeah, so matches, man. Simply surviving would have taken up all of their energy. The thing is, though, we do know, and I've talked about this a lot in other reactions, but I will briefly mention it here because I already recorded for an hour. So, I mean, the thing is, though, that you die if you don't have an aim. You die. You wilt away and die like a flower rotting away to dust. You know, it's we know that, and we don't know why, as far as I understand. It's, again, not my area of expertise in psychology, but I know about it. It's like the school of logotherapy, of basically trying to give meaning to lives so they are sustained. And we know from several cases, like if you don't have anything to do anymore in your life, especially like, for example, when you retire or something, suddenly you die. You just die. It's like that. So always try to do something that you think is important, even if you are retired. Yeah. Yeah, that's so harsh, man. And she had a daughter as well. I hope she's cared for, but the orphanages in these times might be potentially disastrous. Wow, that's so sad, man. And there he is. So it's a priestess. So the cult is doing some shittery. Oh god, she's doing voodoo. Really interesting. Folk of Rage. Yeah, I do think Havre here. Havre is also the same level as our Mr. Hangman friend. I mean, if they're both in the cult, led by women, of course there's a woman involved, probably. You know? I love these mysteries we just solve. I love him. He's like, yeah, I know you, bro. Mr. Midnight Poet. Yeah. Indeed. Yeah. So do they weeping angel them? Do they take their remaining lifespans as power? Life usurpation, yeah, it is, okay. But what do they want to do that? Okay, thanks for immediately telling me. Ooh. Holy fuck, that thing looks awesome. Look at this awesome statue with all the eldritch eyes. I love eldritch imagery. So a curse or okay, so they want to do something big and they use the lifespan of the souls to power their spell. I mean, technically, isn't that what a factory does as well? Using the life force of the people toiling away on the workers to produce something to change the world. I mean, on a meta level, it's the same, isn't it? Haha, I've blown your mind now, haven't I? I love him. He's so poetic. It's like he's telling a story himself. Oh, intriguing. Interesting, veiled threat. That's interesting. He's an interesting man. Oh, so they need an altar. I guess they do, yeah. Life usurpation, love it. Oh, good that he's a seer. I love that skill. It's not that powerful in combat, but like his combat strength is the fog. It's not his pathway currently. Man, the soundtrack is so good. So we potentially have an eldritch being again. I can't wait to see which one this is. Ooh, crow or a raven in front of the blood moon. And the imagery is so awesome. Of course it's her. Can she do magic with a lipstick? I don't know. Man, the blood moon is so awesome. Wait, is it our moon? I've never looked at that. I know this is really redundant. I can't tell. I can't see the seas. Normally there's, I think, a sea here, here, and here, but it's not that clear. No, it was. I think it wasn't our moon. Perhaps it's our moon reversed. I'm unsure. Yeah. Let's fucking go. Man, I love the moon imagery. Now we're in a forest. Man, this is so Bloodborne, I love it. As long as some fucking awesomeness coast doesn't open up my trauma. Ooh, his eyes... Oh, no, it's just his normal magic. I thought he got bloody because it was too powerful. Okay, it's Leonard. His name is Leonard. He will pull people into the dream. Yeah. It also means they're more susceptible. If people are pulled into the dream, they do have more influence. Because in dreams you can change stuff. You know, it's like based on your desires and your emotions and sometimes your thoughts, but that's a high level. You know? Ooh, does she know? That was a dream, I think. She knows. She knows she's dreamed. Is that the thing? Ooh, the midnight stuff is coming, like the petals are starting. What's she doing here? Was she prepared? I think she was. She has an awesome design though. I mean, obviously she can do that because she's an assassin. Did they, like, they know that, right? That, like, because she's an assassin. Oh, what the fuck was that? Ooh. So the dove we see does have the same effects. Is that an assassin pathway as well? Oh, awesome. There are weird fucking ghosts she's shooting. Those are probably just illusions, though. Yep, that's what I expected from an assassin. Should have not... Haha. So she didn't see it. I thought she noticed by the crack in the mirror. Holy shit, man. Wow, that was awesome. That was really fucking awesome. I'm rooting for her, though. I don't know why. She's cool. She's evil, but she's cool. I don't know. Ooh, that's so awesome, man. And I start to understand... Ooh. Start to understand who does what. Like, he does the warping stuff, and Petals are the poet. So she summoned something, I think. Why is she doing the stuff she does, though? What are her motives? Antagonists' motives are the most fun. We've been discovered after we ran in with 15 people shooting at her. Wow. But I like that she, I think what he means is discover that she's an enemy. So that's why she cut herself to wake up, I think. Yeah, he's caring for him. I like that. Yeah, don't we know that? I mean, he does. I know, but she's 7. I think she's 7. Pretty sure she's 7. She's a witch. I mean, she's obviously a witch. Oh, she's got... Yeah, nice. So she's Hitsugaya-ing this. Oh, I love that it takes them. Man, this battle is so cool. I think she just has to stall as well. Like, I think she already has stuff completed. And they seem pretty angry at her for killing her, potentially. Ooh, that's an awesome statue, man. Is that the thing that comes to life? Yes. So what did she summon? Yeah, and she's bleeding hard. Her life force is probably used right now to finish it, because she has to rush. I know that's a stupid assumption probably, but that's what I would get from her bleeding. 4 rings of dead soul type monsters. Oh, I'm sorry. They had to throw in lore into the middle of the middle. Fuck off, mates. Remnants of resentment, shadows, wraiths, evil spirits. Okay. Okay, remnants of resentment, shadows, wraiths, evil spirits. I guess that's fine. That's the ghosts we have in this show. Can they shoot them though? Like, why would you be able to shoot the ghosts? Are they like, do they have salt shotguns? And they're just freezing them. No, they go into their bloodstream and stop their hearts. Brilliant. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, he was possessed. Oh no, not good. It's interesting that their heart has to be possessed and not their minds, like not their brains. Or was he not possessed? Perhaps I misunderstood. All the voodoo dolls, man. What happens? What happened there? So there is stuff possessed. Oh, is she invisible? Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Eyes and hair, man. Fucking grudge. Oh, he's trying to defend against it. What did he do? Sleepless what? Sleepless what? Yeah, I guess that put a strain on him. Why was there blood in it though? Was it food with her power? Can't he use his roses as well? Ooh, there's the blue one. Man, I love this weird Demoness so much. This is so cool, man. I hope she doesn't fucking die here and like turns good or whatever, or we have another ally sect somehow. I know it's probably not going to be the thing, but I also like there's not this big bad evil yet. It might be connected in the end, but currently it's just different evil powers. I really like it. So we do have assassins that do stuff like this. Okay, so Leonard will be cursed. That's unfortunate. No, white magic. Oh no, it's black magic. Oh, he just did that. Okay. Can he counter it though? Ooh, bloom. Fuji. I once knew what that was in Japanese, but... What the fuck is that? Oh, did he really cut off his finger? Can he do that? Wow, her magic looks awesome, man. Does he know that she wasn't successful? I like that she thinks Leonard is dead, if that's his name. It should be Leonard, because Dunn is not called Leonard. Why did she go into the water? I think the water is a symbol for primal chaos as well, so that's perhaps why she has an affinity. So what about Dunn? Someone was possessed.
That's what the motive.
Ooh. So yeah, he knows her. Oh. Oh, that's cool. So Triss is a cover of her because she's an assassin type. She probably can just look like others. So they will never find Triss. No, other way around. Oh, he became a woman. Interesting. Interesting. Ah, that's also interesting. So everyone just turns into a female. Yes, that's true. So what? Why does he want to have own personalities? I don't know. What's his point? I don't get that. So is she cursing this rich people train? If it's even a rich people train? I'm glad that Triss / whatever she's called now, is staying, which is really cool. I hope we get more of Triss. Man, we don't know what we did. Okay, now it's called Trissy. I mean, isn't Triss also a female name that could have still worked? Okay, so Triss has turned into a witch. I really love that. That's so cool. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I thought it was the other witch, but I'm really bad with faces, so that's why I was stupid. Interesting. So I'm so Trissy. So it's Trissy now. I mean, I hope Trissy stays in this show for a lot longer, because that was fucking awesome. It was the first antagonist that survived an episode as well, I think. Like, we had a battle and escaped. Also tried out some more Sequence 7 stuff, because she just learned that. Really fucking awesome, man. That was so cool. So we do potentially have some stuff in the end. Yeah, scribble all you want, asshole. So let's see if this is a post-credit scene, or if we've got the outro. I do think this is probably just the ending song. There is no spoilers here, I think, so let's just have some fun with weird imagery. No, there it is. No, I love the ending song, but we will not do that today. You know why? Because we've been recording for 1 hour and 15 minutes, which is far too much, probably. So if you're still there, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy these. I know I rambled a lot today, but there was just so much stuff. Like, if they start with myths and stuff, I'm just going haywire. Anyway, I really love this. Man, this is so cool. I'm so glad Trissy is still there, because that was like one of the characters where I was like, no, if you, like Vincent or someone, like, he was okay, but like Trissy was the first one, like Triss, or like before that person was the first one where I was like, this is more mainish villain vibes I get, and foil of the main character and stuff. So I really do like it. I also love this idea of, like, the first we saw Triss running away from the police, and he was fucked up by normal goons, so to speak. And then after he became Trissy in rank 7, she was able to hold up against Dunn and Leonard and people. It was really awesomely done as well. So we see the power that is a bit more powerful. So rank 7 seems to be almost like it is obviously all supernatural, but there seems to be a power where now it's getting very powerful. Like, it's not this normal I can see stuff or I can move little objects or something anymore. I really love that world building part as well. So very interesting. I wonder if you have to turn yourself into a woman, or if it automatically happens with rank 7, because that's called witch. But I thought there were also male witches. That's why I didn't connect that. For me, a witch is because I've seen male witches in fiction. That's why I didn't connect it. If it had been clear that it was just a female witch, I would have probably gotten it earlier, I think. But I'm also sometimes overthinking too much. So anyway, if you like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Share the video, of course, and try out my web novel as well. And if you like it, comment. There are still, like I said, there are already many comments seeing some of the hints I dropped. So if you have questions, look at the comments. You can comment. I will always reply in the comments as well. I will also try to reply in the YouTube comments more now, but I do have a lot of time with the lectures and stuff. So hope you understand that. But if I missed stuff, though I don't feel I missed a lot here, like, it was pretty clear what happened, I think, in the end. So anyway, take care of yourself as always, and I will see you around. Bye.